First of all, thank you so much for joining me for the day 5 10 at 10 for 10 yoga challenge. So close your eyes, relax your arms by your side and take a deep inhale, raising your arms to meet over your head. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. If you're on your mat, come to the top of your mat and inhale your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. First one of the day. So maybe have a little bend in your legs, walk your legs out, relax your head, slowly waking up your hamstrings. Come to a half lift. Hands back on the ground and step back to a plank. From here, whatever chaturanga you're feeling in the mood, so either with your knees down, lowering yourself down, or a half push-up, depending on your energy levels this morning. Relax your feet and come to a cobra with all of the lift in your back, so you can take your hands away. Tuck your toes and come back to a downward dog. So resetting the feet, hip distance, hands shoulder distance. Maybe walking the feet out a little bit. Keeping a bend in the knees if that's where you are today. You want your back really nice and straight. Arms straight, relax your head and breathe. Looking between your hands, step forward for halfway lift. Forward fold and all the way up, looking up at your hands. Coming back to prayer and straight into another one. Inhale up, exhale forward fold, inhale halfway lift, stepping back into a plank, exhale for your chaturanga, inhale cobra, exhale downward dog, 3 breaths. Through the nose, relax the head, really push your hands into the ground. Looking between your hands, stepping forward for a halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale your arms up over your head and coming to prayer. And another one. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Stepping back into your plank and chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Tucking the toes. Downward dog. Exhale and 3 breaths. Maybe inviting your heels slightly closer to the ground. If they do reach the ground, just adjusting your feet further back so that there's a little gap between the heel and the floor. Looking between your hands, stepping forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale all the way up, coming back to prayer. Stepping out into a wide-legged stance. The wider you are, the easier it is. You want to keep your feet parallel, maybe even slightly turned in. And we're going to place your hands on your hips. Take a nice big inhale and forward fold all the way down to the ground, wherever you are, really waking up your hamstrings now. Placing your hands on the floor in line with your feet. And just try to keep the back as straight as possible. If you straighten your back out, you'll really feel it in the backs of your thighs. Straightening the arms, place your left hand right underneath your face and lift your other arm up to the sky for a really nice twist. And then swap them over, right hand under your face, the other arm really straight up to the sky, and hands back down. Try to come up just using your back and turn your feet outwards this time and take a bend in the knee for a goddess pose. So coming down as low as you can, really feeling that stretch in the thighs, in the hips, maybe moving from side to side. Lovely. Straightening the legs, place your hands either side of your foot and coming to a plank. So from here, taking your right knee to your right elbow and back, left knee to the left elbow and back, right knee to the left elbow, so crossing underneath you. Ooh, I can feel that one. And back, and left knee, right elbow, and back. Coming down onto your front, clasp your hands behind your back and lift up the front of your body. So really using your back strength here. Just try and keep your neck straight. Breathing. Tiny bit higher for the last one, and release the hands. Pushing yourself back onto, so that you're lying down. Bring your feet close to your bum, hip distance, and we're going to come into a bridge. So lifting up the hips. Again, when you're in this pose, try not to move your neck from side to side. And from here we're going to add just a little bit of a challenge. So you want to lift your right leg and try to straighten it straight towards the sky. It's one of those poses that you'd be surprised about how difficult it is. And back. If it's more easy, you can support your hips by holding onto them. And lift the other leg now, straightening it up towards the sky. And back down. Slowly lower your pelvis. Stretch out your legs. Put your arms over your head. And sit up. Now come all the way forward for a forward fold. So wherever you are today, but just try to hinge from the hips and keeping your back straight. Try not to round all the way down, so try to keep your back straight and keep your feet active with your toes pointing towards your face for that last lovely hamstring stretch. Lovely. And now relax back onto your mat. Lie down. Let your feet flop to the side. Shavasana. for a few breaths. Breathing. Lovely. Slowly coming up. And that was the end of the 10 at 10 for 10 yoga session. So if you joined me this morning, well done, and thank you so much for joining in. Namaste.